Hello everyone. The purpose of this video is to familiarize you with Google Docs and specifically Google Drive, because if you've simply been using a hard drive and uploading Microsoft Word documents or PDF documents, you're missing out on some really cool tools and functionality. And the reason that I'm presenting this to you specifically at this time is that I would like for you to create a journal in Google Docs that you will be using throughout the semester. So if you're already familiar with Google Docs and Google Drive and how it works, you can skip this video. But if you're not, if you've been using a Chromebook and you're not sure how to submit work, if you have never heard of Google Docs or never tried Google Docs, then please stick around and pay attention to how you can create a journal in Google Docs. So the first thing you're going to do is go to your Drive for Google. Drive.google.com is your address. And you'll need to sign in with your Jeffco address. Now, every single one of you has a Jeffco schools.us address. That is every single one of you in Jefferson County Schools. And that address is your student number at jeffcoschools.us. And then your password is the same that you use to sign in with Schoology. If you are outside of Jeffco, you will need to have some kind of Gmail account that you can use, something at Gmail, in order to have this functionality, and most of you do. So if you're a BOCES student, you'll just log in with your regular Gmail account. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in here, and this will get me into all of the things that are Google. This will allow me to get to my calendar, it'll allow me to get to my Google Tasks, Google Apps, etc. So when you log in, you have a drive, which is just like your hard drive, where you're allowed to keep folders. That would be the gray icons here, and spreadsheets, forms. This is how I've done surveys, files you've uploaded, files you've created, PDFs, all different kinds of files that you can store here. You can arrange these in a grid or in a list, totally up to you. And there are some different settings that you can just mess around with to get the details, how you organize them and so forth. They're also over here organized. You can look at things that are most recent. If someone has shared something with you, that would be listed under incoming. So all of these are really good things to take a look at. So if you want to create something in Google Drive, you're going to click on New. You can create a folder here and name that appropriately for whatever you want. You could have a folder for all of your English 10 work, all of your U.S. history work, and so forth. You can upload a file or folder, from your own hard drive. So if you have a whole bunch of stuff on there that you really want to get off your hard drive because you just know your little brother's going to come through and destroy your hard drive in a day, then you can go ahead and upload things for safety to Google Docs. And you can also upload a file. So let's just say, for example, I want to, say I want to upload a short story, or say I want to upload something from Life, Mice and Men. I find the file in my hard drive, click open, and that will send it to Google Docs. So I'm just going to upload Mice and Men here, and there it is. It tells me that I've done this here, and it's completed. But you can also create things in Google Docs. You can create a word processing sheet, a spreadsheet, a presentation much like PowerPoint, forms, which are surveys, drawings. That's kind of like your like a draw program. And there are a number of other apps that you can just check out. There are a lot of really cool things here. You can keep yourself busy for quite some time looking at all these different apps. But back to the task at hand, I want to create a document. So I'm going to go to Google Docs and click Google Docs, and up will pop an untitled document with many of the same functions that you have for a word processing program in Word. So I can go ahead and begin typing here. I'm going to say, this is my journal for my English 10 class, period. Now, it will automatically save anytime you've entered any text, but you'll want to give it a different name, because otherwise you'd end up with thousands or hundreds, tens of untitled documents. So you're going to go over here to File and click on Rename. And then you're going to rename it with your first initial, your last name, and then the title of the assignment, Weekly Journal, English 10, And just because I'm mildly anal about this, I'm going to put on spring semester, spring 2015. So then I'm going to click OK, and you can see up here that my file name has been changed. Now, when I come into this, I will be giving you comments on the things that you write in your journal. So you're going to need to share this with me. So you're going to go up here to this little blue button up here. It says share, and it shows you right now this is private. This is for my eyes only. But there are times when you need to share to collaborate with someone else, or in this case, to share your work with me. So I'm going to click on share, and I'm going to enter the email address of the person that I am going to share it with. So oddly enough, I'm going to share it with myself. So I'm going to click on myself, and this is very important actually. You need to make sure that you choose that this person you're sharing it with, me, can edit and not just view. If you click can view, then what that means is that I can see your work, but I can't actually write any responses to anything that you include there. So you need to click on can edit. And then you just go ahead, and if you want to send me a note saying, here's my work, please let me know if you have any thoughts, something like that. Have a nice day, add that note in here. And then you're going to click on send. And then it tells you up here it's share with one person. Then you need to put that link in Schoology. So I'm going to ask you to go to the share button one more time and get the shareable link. And that's a link that you can then copy and paste into Schoology. So I'm going to copy it from here, and then I'm going to go to Schoology, and I'm going to find the journal assignment here. Click on that, and I'm going to, here I'm a test student, so I'm just going to submit this assignment into the Dropbox where I create something. So I'm going to copy and paste my link, submit this, and it will show then that I have submitted this assignment. And that's basically it. Once you have your assignment in Google Docs, you can then continue to add to it, and all of those changes I will be able to see because you have added to it. Then you'll also go back and see it in your drive that this is something that you have created, and you'll be able to reference it each time you come in. So that's about it. I really recommend that you start using Google Docs for all of your online assignments, as it is quite convenient. You can go from one computer to another and have all your work there. So if you're going back and forth between different houses or between school and home, maybe you have a work computer and a home computer, this can be your ticket to keeping track of all those things. So if you have any questions, let me know, but hopefully this will get you started on Google Docs for the semester and for journals. Thanks.